What's up, guys? Welcome back. And as promised, we're gonna keep going with the series that we had before. We have the Double O. We did the Exia. Now we're gonna move on to a different Double O kit. We're going to the Kyrios. Now, this one had a lot of love, and people, like the viewers, just loved it. Just the new style, the new build for the seed kits. I'm just a really big on completionist. I don't know why. I think that's why my backlog is so big. So, why not go for this? And then the Dynamis, I did that a while ago too. So the Kyrios, and then next one up will be the Quanta, but that'll be a little bit later. But yeah, nothing to it but to get to it. So let's get to work. So with the way that I'm building the kits now for these videos is I'm kind of doing the inner frame first on my own, and then I'm doing the final assembly on camera, save for panels and things like that, just so you guys can see the final assembly come through, not just the big pieces in and not all the minutia in between. But the Kyrios honestly threw that out the window for me, actually, because the panels some of them are intertwined with the inner frame, so some parts have to be put on, and it's not just the inner frame and the outer panels, like for example with the Mark V. But honestly, these Double O kits are awesome. I mean, the plastic is such high quality. I love the little matte finish that you get with the plastic. It's kind of like kind of like a semi-gloss, really, not so much a pure matte, with a nice sheen, and it just seems better than previous Master Grades. And the color choice of the Kyrios is really bold. This orange is really nice. It's not like shouting. It's more not even like caution orange. It's just a really good, tasteful orange. Now, definitely be careful when nipping some of these parts out, because in some cases, if you nip too close, you get the little white scar and you got a sand and whatnot. But aside from that, the kit really lends itself real well to pulling the parts out. I mean, again, these Double O kits are, if you're wanting to jump into building Master Grades, Double O really is a good one to jump into. Aside from the fact that some of the kits, actually all the kits, require LEDs, it really just, they come together real nicely. And I have another video that I can link here also for a cheaper alternative to the LEDs. And they also come with batteries, which I didn't know that whenever I bought them, so that was a nice surprise. Saved me a little bit of money. But the link will be up in the corner for those. But yeah, this definitely enjoy something different and something unique, which the Double O kits really are a kind of a change to the typical Universal Century kits. And later on, and the flight mode of this kit is inherently simple, and it looks good. It reminds me of the Gundam Wing flight mode for the Wing Gundam. Just a couple of folds here and there and you're done. But it definitely lends itself well. Like I said, if you want to jump into Master Grades, the Kyrios, any of the Double O kits would be perfect to jump into. So while I was wrapping the kit up, right now, putting the head together and everything, one thing that did stick out, and a couple of other builders have made a comment about this, is the one little full sticker on the top of the head. It seems kind of cheap. That's probably my only gripe about this kit, is that sticker placement, because this thing was coming together flawlessly. The wing kneecaps were a little weird at first. That was one of the reasons why I didn't build it so quickly, because I'm like, it looks kind of weird. But honestly, once it comes together, it just all works. Like, that's one thing I've enjoyed about these 00 kits, is that it works. They all, like, the look and everything just comes together in such a great way that, I don't know, like, it truly definitely does have a Gundam Wing vibe. Like, it's Gundam Wing for the new generation of Gundam fans. And each suit has a purpose. Each suit has a, like, their own, like, theme. But no, yeah, it's a great kit. Like I said, this thing came together flawlessly. I'm really happy I did this. And definitely recommend this kit for anybody who's wanting to dive into Master Grades. All the 00 kits are good. I've heard, I even said this in the Exia video, that the Exia might have some issues, but I didn't run into those. So if you're looking into getting a Master Grade, or want to dive in, 00 kits are probably one of the best of the series to dive into head first. So here I did the transformation. Like I said, this is one of probably the simplest transformations. Very much, again, a Wing Gundam vibe. You move the legs, move the feet, adjust the arms, move the shoulders up. Everything kind of falls into place, and it is rather large though for being a transformation mode. But one of the perks of it is you still have the weapons and items attached to it, so it's not like you have to drop things whenever you transform the suit, which is a huge plus. I always love it when suits can hold their accessories. It just makes it for a much better build experience, and also with the shelf presence as well. You have everything there, and you don't have to store it away or put it in a box. Well, guys, that wraps it up for this week's build. The Kyrios, again, like all the other 00 kits, just does not disappoint. It looks so detailed. And the transformation on this actually is super easy, kind of simplistic actually, but in my opinion, it's one of the more, I guess, it's just, if you want to transform your suit and you're just like, man, this is gonna, like, every time you transform it, it just wrecks something. This thing is super simple. Twist the legs, put the canopy over the head, and you move the wings back. Basically you're done. Decide to just on the feet, either way. Super simple, very easy going. I recommend this kit for anybody who wants to dive into Master Grades, especially the C kits. The C kits are by far some of the most detailed and just different looking, yet almost like a breath of fresh air when it comes to the Master Grades. And man, I used to be the biggest 00 hater. Still kind of a little bit of a seed hater, but I'll jump in on those kits eventually. Just need to get into it. But they don't fail to disappoint. Definitely add them to your collection if you're looking to get some. And just really happy to keep diving into these different series and just constantly be impressed. And the next one up will be the Quanta, and that'll be pretty cool. I really like Setsuna suits. I just kind of think they just look really good. And the Quanta just has this look about it that just looks like it's so evolved, and I'm really looking forward to that one. And then after that, we'll dive into some P Bandai stuff, which I'm super excited for, so stay tuned for that. And aside from that, thank you guys for joining in, and as always, stay safe. If you like what you see here, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, and see you around. Thanks for stopping by.